What's poppin' pimpin'? It's your boy Kid back with another vid, and today I'm gonna show you guys 4 ways that the Nike Dunks are better than the Jordan 1s and vice versa. 4 ways that Jordan 1s are better than Nike Dunks. So let's get into it. First reason that these are better than these, retail price. These retail for around 110 every time. These retail for about 160 every time. You might get a couple that vary depending on like collaborations or material used, whatever. But for the most part, these are around 110. These are around 160. So I'm picking these over that on price wise. Next reason is comfort. These I could wear for hours on end, no pain at all. These I could wear for about 3 to 4 hours, and then my feet start killing me, and I just cannot do it. I know it's a simple fix by just switching insoles, but that's all the extra bullshit I gotta go through if I just wear these. Next reason that Dunks are better than Jordan 1s is story slash concept. Every Nike Dunk you get, whether it's high top or low top, they have a story, reasoning, or meaning behind it. Not every Jordan 1 does. They try to do this like towards the end of 2018. Actually, through all 2018 with like the best hands in the game pack, Rookie of the Years, the Stars Born, like those. They try to pull a story to it, which I didn't think was there. Like they shouldn't have reached. They could have just released it and it would have still done fine. But I don't work for Jordan Brand, so whatever. But these always have crazy stories. These were modeled after the jazz scene in New Orleans. The gold for the instruments, the sideliner for the casing, the bow tie for how they dress and stuff. And every dunk you can find, every SB you can find, they have a story behind it. You know, they have the 420 releases. They have like one of the most sought after ones, the Paris ones. The what are they called? The Funkle ones. I think that's what it's called, or Dunkle. Those ones. I'm not a fan of those too much, but yeah, there's reasoning and stories behind it. They're not just kind of random, like a lot of Jordan 1s, just kind of random, like the pine greens and the court purples. They just kind of, I think it was just random. They just kind of like, let's throw some colors on this, see how it works. But these are actually way better than those, just saying. Last reason that these are better than these, I call it 1 in 100. If you go to any sneaker event, sneaker con, any place where sneakerheads are, I know there's other events, I just can't think of the names right now. Majority of them, if you out of 100, if you look at 100 of them, roughly a few of them will have these, right? 1 in 100 means like out of 100 people, you know, 50 could be wearing Jordan 1s, 40 could be wearing this, 30 could be wearing this, 20 could be wearing whatever, and like 1 or 2 people wearing Dunks, because they're getting hyped now, especially with the Panda Pigeons that came out, but before before the Panda Pigeons and the Purple Lobsters, nobody was really rocking with Dunks since the 2000s. So if you go to any event, it was all about Jordans, Yeezys, Ultra Boost. So you could see like 1 every 100 people wearing these. Of course, that's an exaggeration. I'm sure if you took 100 people, there might be 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever. It could vary depending on where you're at and people's styles, but that's what I like to call it, 1 in 100. So that's the last reason the Dunks are better than Jordan 1s. Now, 4 reasons that the Jordan 1s are better than the Dunks is, number 1 is this right here. This shoe, iconic. People who aren't even into sneakers know what this shoe is. When you're walking down the street, oh, you got the Jordan 1s on? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Everyone knows these. These came out in 1985, retro so many times, so many different colors on it, and it's just insane. These, iconic. There's nothing you could say other than iconic. The second reason these are better than these is availability. You could go into pretty much any Foot Locker, Finish Line, Champs, whatever, and get you a pair of 1s. It might not be the most hype colorway, but it's a pair of 1s. You can't go just any store and grab a pair of Dunks. You might get lucky and walk in and find a pair, but for the most part, you're not gonna find a pair of Dunks. But you always, pretty much always find a pair of Jordan 1s. I could walk into my mall right now, get any of the Gatorade pack minus those yellow ones. I could get those Hyper Royals. You know, there's a lot of ones I could get out there right now. Will I? Eventually. But for the most part, nah. But these right here, available everywhere. Third reason these are better than these, options. You got a lot of options when it comes to Jordan 1s, colorway wise. There are a lot of Dunks, different types of colors and Dunks, but a lot of them are older too, so you can't really wear them. You might take a chance of the midsole falling apart depending on how old they are. I mean, I don't own a pair older than 9 years. My oldest pair of Dunks is 9 years old, and I wear them a lot. But if you have a pair from like 2002, 2003, 2004, you're taking a chance of them falling apart. There's so many colors that come out every year. You could just, when they start falling apart, you just get a new colorway and just rock with it. And there's so many different colorways you could get with this. This is probably my favorite non-OG colorway. No, it is. It definitely is. This is just too damn clean. And then the last way, Jordan 1s are better than Dunks. Retros. You could get an iconic Jordan 1 like the Chicago's, the Breads / Bands, the Royals, the Shadows. You get them throughout any time period because they retro. You know, they brought back the Shadows last year. I think the last time we seen that was like 2011 or 2012, and then they brought it back in 2018. You know, Breads released in 85, 94, 2001, 2008, 2011, 2013, and 2016. You could pick up any of those anytime you want, especially since it's newer. It's only 2 years, 3 years old. They're not going to crumble like that unless you're just beating the shit out of them. But you could get any retro you want pretty much. If you want a pair of, let's say, skunk Dunks, the 421s, you can't just get those whenever. Because they don't retro them. You gotta go on StockX, go eBay, whatever, and pay resale. You don't have to do that if you want a pair of. I mean, yeah, you might have to go online to get a pair of something that's sold out like Chicago's, but you'll still get them very easily compared to skunks, compared to pigeons. Not the fucking panda pigeons, the gray ones. If they retroed those pigeons, I'll get a pair just to have. I don't really like with low tops too much, but if they release them in a high top, like the rumor says, I'm gonna wear them. If they release it a low top, I'll get them just to collect them. But yeah, retro. You gotta love retro. You can pick up any retro you want throughout, the rest of your life, because I guarantee you, they're still gonna be retroing Breads, Royals, Shadows. They need to bring back that metallic set, the whole thing. We've got the red and we got the navy blue. Now we need the purple, the green, the orange, the burgundy, all those, the black metallics. We need those. We need the white neutral grays. There's a lot of ones we need. But for the most part, we can pick up any of the ones we want very easily because there are so many pairs. You can find them even at thrifts and shit. So the fourth and final reason these are better than these is retros. Now, as you can tell, they look damn near, oh shit, too close. Damn near the same. They even have the same outsole. Oh shit. I keep fucking up. What the fuck am I doing? They have the same outsole. Different design, but the same exact outsole. So, it's up to you which one you want to get. These or these. If you want to get both, you want to just start getting ones, just start getting Dunks. It's up to you. These are just things that I notice. Ways I notice one is better than the other. But I mean, you can't really say what's better than the other. It's all personal preference. If you like this better, if you like this better, if you like these colorways, you like these colorways, it just kind of depends on your taste. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. 4 ways Dunks are better than Jordan 1s and vice versa. Yep. And I put that down. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was a lot of talking. You guys are probably sick of me right now, so I'm going to get out. Hold on. I need a little break. Oh, yeah. This right here is where it's at. Shouts out to Vitamin Water. Sponsor me. Shouts out to Vitamin Water. Yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace.